before you jump to any conclusions, I don't know if it was parody that was done last night when I saw the video. If it was parody, it's one thing, but I didn't interpret it as parody. I interpreted it with all candor and seriousness. If you don't know what I'm talking about, TJ Kirk, who is most well known on YouTube as the Amazing Athiest, announced that he is running for president in the year 2024. We need such a person as far as I'm concerned. And I kept on asking to myself, who will fill in the shoes for Bernie? I mean, who would be a logical successor to Bernie Sanders? And the conventional wisdom over the years, well, it would have been, AOC. I think that AOC is a sellout. I think that Bernie Sanders is a sellout at this point. Nina Turner, she didn't show a lot of backbone when it came to things like force the vote. She should have just went out full steam. Yeah, I'm going to support force the vote, and and become the public face of the squad instead of AOC. But I think she kind of succumbed to some pressure too. And I am not against Bernie Sanders or AOC or Nina Turner. I am very, very disappointed. I'm disappointed with with the way things go, because it seems like, well, you don't come there to change the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is there to change you, and that seems to be what happened. So, I'm not even saying that I'm not saying, fuck the Democrats. I critically support the squad. I critically support Bernie Sanders. I would critically support Nina Turner if she runs again for a higher office. But at the same time, that doesn't mean I can't criticize them. I don't take the TYT that the squad and Sanders and Turner can't do any wrong. And I don't embrace the Jimmy Dore line of absolutely 100,000% fuck them, they're part of the problem. I'm in neither camp in that regard. I am in the camp of, this is the best that we got. The circumstances, some of it's not 100% their fault. Some of it they could have had a little more backbone. But I am kind of meandering off the subject here. Thing about it is, I'm a dirtbag leftist. I say that with pride. And a dirtbag leftist, in my view, it would be people who were Bernie bros in 2016, 2020. And while the term dirtbag leftist existed back then, I think that the dirtbag left that exists today as a negative term to some, and some wear it with pride. A dirtbag leftist in the year 2021 would be the post Bernie Bro era. Post Bernie Bro era. What we got today. We are the dirtbag leftists. And the thing about it is that I consider TJ Kirk one of the many dirtbag leftists that exists online. I have done a video before explaining to my best ability what a dirtbag leftist is and who they are. And it could be anybody from Jimmy Dore or TJ Kirk, who both sort of occupy kind of a loud Alex Jones like demeanor, but for the left. Or it could be someone like Kim Iverson or Crystal Ball, who, although their demeanor is very mainstream, they have enough of an outside perspective that it doesn't come across well, not even to shit libs who kind of would agree with a lot of things that the dirtbag left agrees with. But I am, as I said, I'm basically doing what I do best, and that is to kind of olive branch all over the place. Let's get back to what we need to discuss. As I said, the Amazing Atheist, T.J. Kirk, I consider him a dirtbag leftist, and I say that as a compliment. I say that as a compliment. I've been listening to his commentaries since I first discovered his commentaries in 2008, and as I would say, probably about 95% of the time, politically speaking, I agree with what he has to say, and that's good. That's good. Nobody's going to agree 100%, but damn it, I mean, his politics is kind of where my politics is for the most part. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play his a snippet from his announcement video. The link is listed below, so hold tight. Hold tight. And let's do this.
Can I tell you guys I'm running for president? 2024, TJ 2024. Who'd vote for me? Anybody? Would anybody here vote for me? I know some of you wouldn't. Because I like you as an entertainer, but I don't think you should be president. Maybe I should, I'm drunk. Maybe I should do my speech, It could be clipped out of this, and we could put it in there. I don't know. I should probably I think I said I had an American flag behind me at some point in the speech. Yeah, I think I'll just wait for that. I'll let that be its own thing. I figure it's time for me to be the rule. I mean, I'm just tired of just pointing at things, being like, this is how it ought to be, this is how it ought to be, this is how it ought to be. I mean, I just need to be in charge. Like, come on. Enough of this bullshit. And I'm not going to bullshit you guys. It's not going to be a bullshit president. I'm like, look, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. There's a million and one reasons why you shouldn't vote for me, but here's the thing. I'm going to do the things I say I'm going to do, because I don't give a fuck. Here's one thing, strength I have. I don't care how much people hate me. People can hate me as much as they fucking want. They can fucking want me dead. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to me one fucking iota, because I just don't give a fuck. Right? So I'll do what I say. Because there's no pressure. Oh, if you do this, it'll be unpopular. I don't give a fuck. Let them come at me. Come on. Come. You want to get through the Secret Service, kill my ass? Do it. Come fucking shoot me then, bitch. Bring it on, faggot. TJ 2024. If you guys tell me what my fucking... I'm thinking... Make America baseline tolerable again. I was actually thinking, make America baseline tolerable for the first time. I don't know. What do you guys think? Help me out here. You guys are my campaign team.
What do I think? Well, let me do this here. What do I think? I'm all for it. I'm all for the Amazing Atheist running for president. I mean, he would be a first in many ways. He'd be he'd be the fattest president since William Howard Taft to be in the White House. I'm not saying that in a derogatory way. I'm not a picky eater myself. So, he'd be the first bisexual president. Yeah, he is. I was shocked to find that out. Not that it's a bad thing one way or the other. I'm pro LGBTQ all the way, but I was kind of shocked to find out that he's bisexual. He would be the first. He'd be the first atheist president as president. I mean, atheist in the White House as the president. And as a Christian, I don't care if he's an atheist or not. I actually, in some way, trust atheists more than I do a lot of Christians. Unfortunately speaking, it's the way things are today. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, I like the fact that I like the whole idea of T.J. Kirk running for president, and whether he runs in the Democratic Party, of course, that he won't get the nomination, but, what if? What if? I vote for him as a Democrat. I vote for him as a Green Party member. I would vote for him as a Socialist Party USA or Socialist Party of America member. I would vote for him as, whatever political party banner or as a generic independent, he would have my 100% backing. I sure as hell would do that. He'd be the candidate I'd be very excited about because, you know, I mean, some people who argue, well, Bernie Sanders was just too old. As if Donald Trump and Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton were just in the prime of their life. Nobody ever talked about their age. And all of them were born in the same decade as Bernie Sanders. But anyhow, the thing about it is, for those who are cynical about the idea of T.J. Kirk running for president, how could he be any worse than Joe Biden? How could he be any worse than Donald Trump? How can he be any worse than Barack Obama? Sure as hell, how can he be any worse than George W. Bush? So I like the whole idea of T.J. Kirk as president. Guess who he wants as his running mate? Because I was already excited about the idea of T.J. Kirk of the Amazing Athiest running for president. He would choose Kyle Kulinski of Secular Talk Radio as his running mate, and Kyle Kulinski, another person where my politics are pretty much right along. Probably my politics are slightly more in line with Kyle Kulinski's politics than it is the Amazing Atheist. Although there's like hardly any, I would say any differences they have is by hair. I mean, it's not that much difference, but I like the idea of a T.J. Kirk, Kyle Kulinski presidential, vice presidential ticket. That would be awesome because both people are radical social democrats or democratic socialists when it comes to economics. When it comes to your personal liberty, they're rather left libertarian or civil libertarian in their outlook on the social issues. They're pro free speech, pro absolute free speech, pro right to privacy, pro government just leaving you the fuck alone in your day to day life. Then you can think what you want. You can express yourself any way you want. You can worship as you want, and you can reject any religion you want. Either way, both Kyle Kulinski and the Amazing Atheist would be perfect team together. I like the idea. T.J. Kirk, Kyle Kulinski. I like that idea a whole lot. And the thing about it is that some of the cabinet positions that T.J. Kirk would appoint, people like Jesse Ventura would be in his administration. People like AOC, Ilhan Omar, Richard Orgetta, you have to watch the video. He explains right there. And he wants to call Medicare for All the Bernie Sanders Act, which I agree would be very appropriate. Because historically, people can honor Bernie Sanders generations later on in the same way the Canadians honor Tommy Douglas when it comes to Tommy Douglas creating his Medicare for All system in Canada. It started in Saskatchewan, and then eventually the entire country ended up doing the Medicare system in Canada. Or Nye Bevan in Great Britain under the Clement Attlee government was the Minister of Health, then enacted the NHS. The thing about it is that I think that there should always be a place, even as disappointed as I am with Bernie Sanders, should always be a place of honor for Bernie Sanders, as far as I'm concerned, because if we can get over this, Reagan era capitalism that we're still living under, and I'm sorry, it is still the Reagan era right now as we speak. The Reagan consensus plagued both parties. And we need to put an end to that shit. And this is part of the reason why Bill and Hillary Clinton pisses me off, because they adopted the Reagan consensus and kept that thing alive, which is why the Democratic Party is a sewage. Because of maintaining the Reagan era and giving us a softer version of that in the Democratic Party, starting with Bill Clinton and all these other Democrats that have been running all around the country all these years. Put a stop to that. Stop it. revived the New Deal era in a more modern way. Federal jobs guarantee, Green New Deal, Medicare for all, getting us out of these neocon wars. And that's not necessarily a New Deal idea, but is something that good people from across the political spectrum can agree on. And it's not necessarily even partisan to oppose war anymore. Isn't that a wonderful thing? So, and the fact that T.J. Kirk is in full favor of legalization of marijuana, and I guess maybe some of the other substances. That's certainly a vote getter for me. And lowering the drinking age back down to 18. I am 52 years old, and I was 17 in 1986 when they enacted that law in North Carolina raising the drinking age to 21. You don't know how angry I was, because I mean it was just like the Reagan administration basically deprived states of federal highway funds if they didn't raise the drinking age to 21. And this is a kind of a religious right, pearl clutching influence that was part of the Reagan administration. This had like the Jerry Falwell stamp all over it, you know. So lower the drinking age back to 18. Buy tobacco at the age of 18. Buy recreational drugs at the age of 18. If you can go to war, which according to T.J. Kirk, we will get out of these fucking wars and do something about this military-industrial complex mess that we have in this country. We will get out of these neocon wars, but you know, have a defense enough to defend ourselves if we're attacked, but certainly not to go and meddle in other people's affairs around the world, which will mean cutting back the military. And I personally would say 50% reduction right now. But anyhow, the whole idea of T.J. Kirk running for president has a lot of appeal for me. And I hope that you will contact the Amazing Atheist and urge him to run for president. As far as I'm concerned, right now, he is my choice for president. If you like what you heard, press like and comment. If you disagree, well, comment anyway. We will have a conversation. Feel free to share the content on this channel. As the First Amendment absolutist, it's my duty to inform you to create your own platform and utilize it, because we're the muckrakers of our time. Also, subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell. And until next time, I am American Social Democracy. Peace, class struggle now, and T.J. Kirk and Kyle Kulinski for president and vice president.